The most innovative baby monitor that has ever been produced. That's a live production right there. We have a little one asleep in the crib. This comes to us from a company, I will freely admit, I had not heard of this company before, but I know the gentleman that brings it to us. And we had a long discussion this morning of just how important this is, and not just as a baby monitor, but just kind of as an internal home security camera, if you will. And it's pronounced VAVA?
VAVA.
VAVA. Little ones, listen, we love them. If you've got a little one in your household, you can't spend every second by the crib. In fact, doing so sometimes encourages bad behavior. This does more than any other baby monitor that I had ever seen. It's got not only incredible visual, hello happy guy, but it's also audio communication, and the range on this is just unheard of. Here's the other factor. You buy it, you've got it, there's no monthly fee, there's nothing you have to download, there's nothing you have to set up. Justin Sachoka brings it to us. Welcome back,
great
man.
seeing you.
The range on this thing is 900 feet.
900 feet. And get this.
Who has a house with 900 feet?
I do not, but you know
don't
what?
Either.
I love that. You could go into the backyard and you can garden, and while your little one is asleep, you can come over here to the monitor and check in. With a high definition 5-inch display, you are going to be able to check in on your baby. You can check in on your loved one and see how they're doing. And our little baby's right there. Little Dan is popping right into the screen. I can actually talk to Dan if I want to using that two-way talk system. There's a microphone and a speaker built right into this monitor. There's a microphone and a speaker built right into that camera, so you can have that two-way talk. I have complete control here as well, Dan. I can move the camera around.
It even tells you, this is crazy, what the room temperature is in the baby's room.
That's exactly right. And you know what I love about this more than anything? It's not connected to Wi-Fi. It uses a radio frequency.
And why is that important?
That's so important. We have heard the news stories before of people who have hacked into that. Cannot happen with this.
That is the price you pay for true security. $176 is your price tag. Now, again, it is designed as a baby monitor, but I want you to think of it as a home security system where you can see what's going on inside your home at any given point from a distance of up to 900 feet away. There is no installation. You power up the camera.
Yep.
And then you charge up this unit.
That's right.
And that's it.
That's it. So the camera runs by that power outlet. So you're going to actually plug that in. Now the unit itself, that is the monitor, you have 10 hours of continuous video from there on that 4,500 milliamp battery.
And I can also listen.
You could also listen as well for 24 hours without ever having to plug it back in again. Now, if you want to use it while it's plugged in, you could do that, of course.
Right.
But I love the portability of this. I can take it with me anywhere. There's a little kickstand that's built into the back, so you could place it right onto your nightstand, so that while you're sleeping, you can monitor your baby as well.
Brilliant. We're going to get to summer soon.
Yeah, we are.
This is cool. Watch this thing.
That's the autopilot feature into this. So it can actually scan your room automatically.
Okay.
It will move around and do a scan for you. And of course, you do have complete control as well.
Watch this thing. The camera lens right now is right here, pointing that direction.
But we have the ability to actually move it around. So 270-degree range is what you have on this, 110-degree vertically.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I mean, this is that top technology, but that's also at that basic format in the sense that you have that radio frequency which cannot be hacked. You don't have to worry about always being in Wi-Fi.
Yeah, even if your next door neighbor buys the same unit, they're not going to be able to peek in on you.
That's
you can't peek in on them. Also, this thing sees better in the dark than your cat does.
The night vision's amazing.
So late at night, listen, especially if it's your first baby, man, I know what it's like. You hear any sound at all and you're up. So let this reside on your nightstand and you'll find yourself with much better peace of mind. The baby will get a better night's sleep and so will you. But you can see even in the darkest of room. You don't have to flip a light on.
Nope, that night vision is automatic, so as soon as that light turns off, it's going to automatically switch. When we started off the cell, we had the lights completely off in here so that you could see that. But the high definition of this is amazing. A lot of baby monitors that are out there, Dan, are just in your 480 standard definition.
Yep.
This is 720p high definition. You can also zoom in and out of this. So with this camera, if there's something maybe in the corner that you want to check in on, you can hit that zoom button, and it's actually going to zoom right in for you.
That's a feature that you don't see on many of them. Now, also, many of us are way past the stage where we're thinking about little ones anymore. But the reverse of that is now our parents are getting older.
That's right.
So some of us are caretakers for older members of our family. So even protecting them, still with privacy in mind, to be able to see what's going on and have eyes and ears is neat.
Well, it's really important. It gives you that awareness of what's going on inside of your own home. You want to keep your loved ones protected, whether it is that baby or, like you were saying, sometimes if our parents are getting older and they're living in your home, having this to be able to monitor that is really great. And because of that 900-foot range, Dan, you could do that inside. You could go outside of the house and be able to use it.
Think about that. Bluetooth range is about 30 feet.
Yeah, 33 feet on Bluetooth.
So please listen to this from 30 feet is Bluetooth range. 900 feet. That literally means for many of you that you can take the handheld monitor with you and go to a neighbor's house several houses down.
That's
play
right.
cards, talk, and still be able to hear and see what's going on.
And Dan, what we actually did with our one camera here is we have a little bassinet with a little doll inside of it, and we actually took the camera and we just put it right on top of here. It hangs like a picture, so one screw you can put right onto your wall, and now that can face down into the crib. You could also take it and you can put it on the shelf if you want to, so you have a variety of different ways that you're going to be able to use this and utilize this camera so that you can monitor in truly every situation.
Okay.
Maybe you move, or maybe you want to go bring this to the hotel, or you're going to visit your relatives. All you need to do is you simply just unplug it and you plug it back in anywhere else. You don't need to connect to Wi-Fi. You don't need to worry about having to remember anyone's password. This is truly, you plug it in and you play. That's it.
And so it's simpler and easier. By the way, I'm just curious what it was like when you went to the store to buy a bassinet and a baby doll.
Yeah, well, that was a new experience for me.
Yeah,
I don't have any kids, so being able to do that, I was like, oh, wow, this is different. Yeah. It was quite interesting.
Look, by the way, the baby does look like he's doing a bench press.
He's got his arms up right now. Just going like that. Learning young. Oh, we'll go back over here.
Come on over here. It's a great gift idea for anyone who's got younger children.
And Dan, it's not just about one camera. Of course, in this set that we have here today at QVC for you, we are going to give you that VAVA baby monitor, that 720p HD video with the 5-inch display. But if you ever want to add in an additional camera, you can have up to 4 cameras on this. Now, you might see that maybe you do want multiple cameras. Maybe you want one in the baby's room. Maybe you want one in the playroom. You want to put one inside of the kitchen so you can have monitoring. You have that capability of doing so. This just comes with one camera, and it is that revolving automatic night vision built right inside of this. 2-way talk, so you can talk to your baby can talk back to you. You can monitor through the sound.
I want you to think of this way. It's not just a baby monitor. It's now, again, home security. And the fact that you have the 2-way talk, it doesn't have to go into a nursery. Now, keep privacy in mind, but this unit is easier to set up than any of the home surveillance systems that I had seen.
Plug and play at its finest.
I don't even have to have Wi-Fi. It has nothing to do with Wi-Fi. It is a radio signal between here to here, and that radio signal cannot be hacked. We've all heard the horror stories, the nightmares, the press releases, etc., of people being able to see through your security system. With this, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's been instances of people who were able to talk. Strangers were able to talk to your baby.
That's weird.
It's a scary world that we live in, that can exist, but that would never happen with this because of that radio frequency. If you have a new baby in your life,
by the way,
it's a
that baby
grandchild.
is scary.
That baby is a little scary. Yeah, that baby is a little, I don't know, he puts his hands up like that. Well, if you want to monitor that new baby, or if you want to monitor as a gift, I mean, this is something that grandma and grandpa can use.
It is peace of mind for a new parent.
Yeah.
That is one of the beauties of being a new parent in this generational time, because we didn't have stuff like this back when my daughter
My mom
was
and dad
born.
were not monitoring me using this.
Oh,
They
no.
were using the sound, and that was it.
Yeah.
Now you have high definition video on a 5-inch display, 10 hours of continuous
You're never
monitoring.
away. You're never away.
Ever.
And it gives you, as a parent, the freedom to be able to still be productive in your life over and beyond just having
Absolutely.
the responsibilities of raising that child.
Yeah, it's a
So,
really cool product.
900-foot range.
900 feet. Isn't that amazing?
It is. That blows me away.
Always
Almost
be
makes me
monitoring.
want to
Always be
have
in touch.
another little one.
There you go.
By the way, my wife just passed out if she's watching the show. Thank you.
Good seeing you.
Always good to have you here, Justin. Our home and garden event. This was very popular earlier from the folks at General